Hi, me again. This is Miranda. I am doing my second video now, talking about some of the replicas that we recently purchased. I recently just picked up a Rove Concepts Replica Womb Chair, which is a Knoll design replica, and it's something that I've been wanting for a while and was doing some research on some of the replica chairs out there. Had heard a lot of good things about Rove Concepts, but other than their own website, their own resources, it was really kind of hard to figure out whether the chair was going to be good quality or not. And I saw one or two posts on Reddit with some pictures, but nobody really doing a really extensive deep dive in how it looks so that I knew what to expect. So I figured I would just pull the trigger and get the chair, and in the process figured I would make this quick little video just to kind of walk through what the chair looks like in person, so that anyone else out there that's interested in some of Rove Concepts pieces can take a look, see it for themselves, and decide whether it's something that you want to purchase. Obviously it's a lot cheaper than a true Knoll chair, which runs in the $6,000 to $7,000 range, maybe a little more. So this chair I purchased for about $1,400, and I got I think it's called quartz gray cashmere material chair, and that's what I'm going to walk you through. So it is not the cheapest version of their chair. It's slightly more expensive material, but it is 100% wool instead of being some portion of polyester and wool blends. So this should give you an idea of what the slightly more expensive chair on Rove Concepts website looks like and feels like. Here's the box that just arrived. It's actually bigger than our front door, which is a pretty huge front door. So I'm having to deconstruct it in the front yard. So here's what it looks like inside. Looks like everything's kind of bubble wrapped and laying in here, so I'm gonna take it apart. So here it is in all of its glory. I just took it out of the box and set it up. The box was massive, so I couldn't get it through the front door, so instead I had to unbox it on my front porch and bring it inside piece by piece. So it's all in here now. I had a kind of love seat thing that I got on Craigslist there before that I just moved out of the way because this is where I'm thinking I'm going to have my womb chair live. But here is what it looks like. So in terms of color, I'd say it's pretty darn true to the website. I've got like a mixture of incandescent and, well, not incandescent, but LED and natural light. Let me turn the lights off. Let's see. Turn the lights off. Okay. So here we are, sort of naturally lit. So this should give you maybe a good idea on the color. It's definitely a cool color in that I like that it has some kind of warm elements in the wool material, but also some cool grays. So it's very, very neutral. I feel like if you had a warm biased room, it would go well in that, and if you had a cool biased room in terms of color palette, it would go well with that. So I picked this chair up because I didn't necessarily know where it was going to land in my house. I had an idea that I wanted it to land here, but by doing this color, I thought maybe I had the best chance of having a little more versatility and ability to pick where I wanted it to go. So I'm going to turn these lights back on, and that way I can show you some details. So basically the cushions are totally loose. They all just lay in the chair. There's no attachment points or anything like that. But the friction of the wool on itself actually holds the seats in place pretty well. So like if I just kind of sit here and try and tug on it, it really just kind of wants to sit firm. So that's kind of nice. It's, dead simple. They didn't tell me which cushions go where. In particular, the seat cushion and the ottoman cushion are so similar. I just kind of had to guess of which one went where. The ottoman one that I have there now is a little thinner than the seat one, and I assumed that is probably the way it would go, so I just took a stab at that. I'm pretty sure I'm right, though, looking at some images of this chair online. As far as the quality goes, So far so good. I mean, I've only had it in the house for a couple hours, so no like wear and tear real review here, but you can kind of see the stitching is nice. It's pretty even, going all the way around the arm. I haven't noticed any like holes in the fabric or weird stitching things that are inconsistent. It's a pretty consistent stitch going all the way around. You can see the underside of the chair here. Looks like it's just an additional piece that's stitched around. The legs themselves, pretty sturdy. At first, when I first pulled it out of the box, I noticed some like black kind of marks on things, and I was concerned that it was like chrome finish that was already scraped off from out of the box, but I just took my nail to it really quickly, and it just kind of picked right off, so it was just some kind of weird sticker or something. But yeah, otherwise it looks fine. Construction of the chair is pretty good. I mean, there's a little tag right there that says Rove Classics on it. Otherwise, there's really no label on the chair anywhere. You can see some of the hardware under here. Maybe some of the fit and finish of those bolts there could be a little better. You know, I would imagine that on the true Knoll chair that those probably sit a little more flush to the chrome tube surface. But obviously this is also part of the chair you're never seeing. The feet are, you know, little swivel casters, and they appear to be height adjustable as well. Yeah, there's a little nut I can see under here. So it looks like you can adjust the height of them if they were on an uneven floor, and they seem pretty good. Like, everything feels like it's pretty well made. The material itself, the first thing I've noticed, and this is just probably an element of the cashmere more than anything, is the fabric definitely pills a little bit and sheds. And I don't know if that's just, you know, it's brand new out of the box, so it might take a little bit to kind of shed its newness, or if it's going to be a consistent thing, that it's just going to be a chair that sheds a lot, but just something to keep in mind. Here as an example, you know, it's like there's just little fuzzies everywhere that kind of come off the chair. So I have a feeling that, this might show you about little fuzzies like this. So I think, you know, after a little while this will probably not be as big of an issue. It's just that it's a brand new chair, and so there's just some shavings on it still. Let's see what else. The cushion here, it's got some nice piping on it that wraps all the way around. Piping looks pretty consistent. Padding on the chair is nice. It's pretty even. When you sit in it, it's very comfortable. You can see they took the care to making sure that the seam is on the bottom of the cushion, which is the part that's most likely to be tucked and hidden away. And that's the case on the seat cushion as well. You know, it's centered and it's on the back of the seat, so that is hidden. And on the ottoman cushion, it's, you know, it's on the seam closest to you here. The back of the chair, here's kind of the construction. Looks like it's one big piece in a U shape that goes all the way around from, you know, left to right. And then down here at the bottom, this is a piece. So there's like a bottom panel here and a back panel here, and then one big U that goes around the outside. So that's kind of how it's put together. Let's see, get the cushion back on right. Yeah, overall, pretty happy with it. It looks of quality. I work in a Saarinen building in Detroit, and so there are womb chairs all over the place in the building that I work at, and I spend a lot of time sitting in them and enjoying them at work. So I feel like I know the chair pretty well. It feels pretty darn close to the real deal thing. I don't know, I mean, I'm not a Knoll furniture expert, but in terms of, you know, if you were to have somebody walk in this house and take a seat in this chair, would they have any idea that it's a replica / knockoff? And I would say that other than the Rove Classics tag that's down here, there's really not much I would see as a layperson that would tell me, oh yeah, that's definitely not a true Knoll womb chair. Obviously, I'm sure there's people that are better experts about it than I am, but at least from my experience of sitting in the chair a lot at work and enjoying them on my own, this feels pretty darn comparable when it comes to the the feeling of the materials and the overall size and proportion of the chair and the level of comfort, I'd say is pretty accurate. So overall, I'm pretty pleased with it, especially in terms of price. You know, you're talking $1,400 versus $7,000 chair. So to that end, this definitely feels like a bargain if you're somebody who really does want, you know, the womb chair style. Yeah, I'm pretty darn happy with it. So if you guys have any questions about it, feel free to reach out and leave a comment. If you guys need any more imagery, if you want a close-up of something, let me know. And yeah, as it kind of wears in, as we use it here for a little while, I should be able to maybe report back if there are any concerns on the overall quality and how it holds up to wear and tear. But at least at this point, I'm pretty happy with the purchase. Yeah, really the only thing that would have been better is the delivery service guys, when I asked them to bring the box through the door, and we realized that the box was just too big for even our old house big door. They just kind of looked at me and were like, okay, good luck, and just left it on the porch. So I had to basically unbox it on the porch myself, and now I have this massive cardboard box to deal with. So that would have been the only part of the experience that maybe could have been a little better. You can see out here I've got the box just kind of chilling outside, so I'm gonna have to deal with that soon. But yeah, overall, pretty pleased. Looks pretty darn good if you ask me. But yeah, if there's anything you guys want to know about it, let me know.